In this video, we're going to take a look at how to solve for volume using our density equation. So we are looking to solve for the volume of silver metal that would have a mass of exactly 500 grams, and we know that the density of silver is 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. So these are the values that they gave us in the problem. Let's take a look. The density is 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. We want to have a mass of exactly 500 grams. We need to figure out what the volume of this silver would be. Here's the equation we're going to take a look at and use. Density equals mass over volume. Let's start by taking our equation and plugging in our givens. The density equals mass over volume. The density was 10.5 cubic centimeters. My volume is what we have to plug in. And the mass was given to us as 500 grams. So let's make this look a little nicer. So this is what we started with. The density is equal to the mass, which was 500 grams, over the volume. Now we're going to use a cross multiplication system again. So we're going to take this density and we're going to put this value also over the number 1. So we are going to cross multiply. We're going to take the density, which is the 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter, and we're going to multiply it by the volume. So let's take those and plug that in. So the 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter, I'm going to multiply that by volume. We want to then multiply the other side of the equation as well. We have 500 grams, and we're multiplying this by the opposite side, which is the 1. So we're going to write that out. I have the 500 grams, and we're going to multiply that by the 1 on the bottom over there. So this is the new equation that we have. It gets everything onto one level for us, makes doing the math a little bit easier. So we can do some simplifying here. We know that the 500 times 1 here, well, that's just going to give us the 500 grams. Right? So that's just going to give us the 500 grams. I still have the 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter times the volume. If I want to solve for volume, or this V here, I need to get this volume by itself. Currently, it's being multiplied by the 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. So what we need to do is divide both sides of these equations by 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. So I'm just going to slide this stuff up here real quick so that we can do that. Right? Remember that our right side of our equation we simplified down to just 500 grams. So I want to divide both sides of the equation here, the whole side, the whole thing, by the 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. Now, because I have 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter on the top and the bottom on this side, or because I'm multiplying and dividing by the same number, it's going to cancel out. That will leave me with just the volume on the left side of the equation. On the right side, I have 500 grams divided by the 10.5 grams per cubic centimeter. That I'm going to have to do. So I have to do the 500 divided by 10.5, and when I do that, I will get the volume of this silver, which is 47.62 cubic centimeters. So for this problem, we had more than one step. We plugged in our values into our equation. So we plugged in the density, the mass, and the volume. We cross-multiplied to get the 10.5 times the volume. We cross-multiplied to get the 500 grams times 1. After that, we needed to get the volume by itself, so we needed to divide by the density on each side. And then the mass divided by the density here gave us our answer, which was 47.62 cubic centimeters. Let me know if you have any problems with this, and we'll go over it in class.